You're most welcome to SkillBridge Institute. We are still on project management, and right now we are going to discuss about types of projects. So, what are these types of projects that we're going to discuss? Number one, it is construction projects. So, for talking of construction projects, here we are simply talking about creating physical structures, building something that is physical. So on that one, we can have an example of building a house, building a school, building a hospital. So key elements that we need to understand on construction projects. Number one, we need to have got engineers, architects, builders, as well as building materials. For example, we can talk of steel, cement, bricks, and the like. There are some challenges associated with the construction project. Challenge that is there, number one, it is bad weather. So bad weather can be a challenge. Another one, it is increased in the cost of material. So that is when the cost of material on the market are skyrocketing. Another type, it is technology project. Technology project. So on that one, we are focusing on creating and improving technology. For example, making websites or creating softwares or applications. So such kind of things. So you can use materials such as a computer, tablet, or smartphone. So an example, it is developing an online shopping app. So that is a very good example on that one. So key elements which are involved in technology projects, we have got programmers, then we've got designers, then we've got testers. So all those IT guys, those people involved in the IT sector, those are the key people in this particular technology. Then challenges associated with this one, we have got rapid changes in technology. So on this one, it is where the technology is changing very what? Very fast. So that it can be a challenge. Another one, it is user demand. So user demand can also be a challenge in terms of technology projects. Then we have got event management projects. So this is where you are trying to manage events such as weddings, parties, and the like. So this one involves organizing events. So we're talking of planning for a wedding. Let's say you want to have a wedding and you say that in my wedding we are going to have 500 guests. Then key elements in event management projects. Number one, I've got caterers, those people who are involved in providing food services. Then I've got list of guests, those people who have been invited. Then I've got decoration. Then I've got schedules. Let's talk about key challenges. Key challenges can be issues to do with bad weather. Let's say you are planning to have a wedding at a certain particular garden. Then by the end of the day, you find that at that particular moment, there is bad weather. Let's say there is rains. Definitely, your project is not going to go as planned just because of that bad weather. Another one, it is last minute changes. So you have invited somebody, but in the very last minute, then that particular person will say, I'm not going to be there. So definitely that is going to affect your project. From there, I've got social project. These projects benefit communities as well as the environment. So we're talking of such kind of projects where you are saying, for example, environment, you want to plant trees. That is a social project. Let's say I've got a project where I want to help orphans. That is a social project. So, for example, you are organizing a tree planting campaign in a city. That is a social project. Key elements, we need to have good volunteers. Those people who can just volunteer themselves to say, we are going to give you material so that we can help orphans. Or we are going to volunteer ourselves so that we can go to the forest and plant some seedlings. So those are the key elements as well as funding. So you still need to have some funding for you to conduct a social project. Challenges. Getting enough support can be sometimes challenging because you need volunteers. So some people might not volunteer themselves. Another one, it is ensuring long-term results. Sometimes can be a very big problem. For example, you're planting trees. You find that soon after planting trees, you will not have enough funds to monitor those particular trees. So by the end of the day, for you to have a long-term result, it can be so challenging. Another one, it is research project. So here we are talking of you are focusing on discovering new information or solving problems. So research are usually done with in universities as well as in companies. So that is where you conduct research where they are trying to find new things or they are trying to discover new information. So on that one, we're talking of an example of studying the effect of climate change on agriculture. So there is that, let's say an organization or an institution is conducting such kind of research to say they are trying to study the effect of the changes in climate on agriculture. Key elements in this one. Number one, we've got researchers. So those people who are involved in the research. Then we have got data correction. We are talking over correcting the information which is going to be analyzed. Then we've got analysis tools. For example, we can talk of softwares as well as different kinds of websites. Challenges, it is limited funding. So by the end of the day, what we need to understand is that research requires a lot of income, or it requires a lot of money. So this one requires a lot of money. So, but you find that sometimes that particular money can be limited. Another one, it is time for study. If you are trying to conduct a research, that means you need to focus yourself. You need to give it at least time for you to be studying. So you find that sometimes it can be very hard for somebody to find that time to focus on a particular research. So that is what we need to understand. Thank you.